All right, let's talk Dallas Cowboys and the current state of their training camp because things have been anything but smooth lately. Injuries seem to be piling up fast. It's starting to get really frustrating for the team and the fans. Like we've seen for players go down just in the latest practice session, which definitely raises some eyebrows about the depth and durability of this squad as they push through the preseason grind. One of the more concerning names right now is Jaden Blue, who had to leave Thursday's practice after what looked like a pretty nasty ankle injury. It happened during a play when he got tangled up with Sam Williams, and unfortunately, it was a face mask penalty that led to Blue limping off the field. The good news is he didn't have to wear a boot afterward, which is always a positive sign. Still, he clearly wasn't moving comfortably, and even though the initial reports from the team suggest it might not be too serious, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Jaden Blue is a vital piece for the Cowboys' offense, especially considering their current thinness in the backfield. With Miles Sanders still not practicing, his return remains uncertain, adding even more pressure on the running backs who are available. On top of that, Deuce Vaughn showed up in full pads but did not participate in team drills, which leaves some doubt about his readiness for the preseason games. The Cowboys' camp atmosphere has definitely shifted into a cautious mode with all these injury questions. Marks looming. Jake Ferguson also suffered an injury recently that caught some attention. It seems he took a hard hit to his back or ribs courtesy of a forearm shot from Kenneth Murray during a red zone drill. Ferguson stayed on the field for a bit despite the pain, but eventually had to leave to recover. Stephen Jones shared that the injury might not be too severe, but with the Cowboys already dealing with a handful of minor injuries at tight end and other positions, any setback feels magnified. The offensive unit has been battling through various challenges, and Ferguson's situation only adds to the complexity. Interestingly, Hunter Licky has been taking some reps at tight end, but a recent drop on a catch shows that the team is still searching for consistency there. Meanwhile, Princeton Fan and Justin Barron have both been sidelined due to injuries, which makes the tight end and linebacker spots even more precarious. It's not just the offense either. The defense has had its share of bumps and bruises, too. The injury bug hasn't been kind this camp, and it's starting to affect how the coaches manage practice loads and game preparations. Injuries are part of football, no doubt, but what makes this stretch particularly tough for Dallas is how many key players are either limited or questionable. The Cowboys have historically been praised for their ability to keep players healthy, especially during training camp, but this year that hasn't been the case. Mike McCarthy's previous tenure saw great load management and a relatively healthy roster through camp, which makes this wave of injuries stand out even more. Fans and analysts alike are feeling the frustration because depth and availability are crucial as the season approaches, and right now those areas look shaky. The constant shuffling of who's in and out affects the team's rhythm and chemistry, something that could have ripple effects when the regular season kicks off. One of the biggest storylines around the Cowboys lately isn't just about injuries, though. Micah Parsons, arguably one of the most important players on the roster, was notably absent from practice along with team owner Jerry Jones. This absence immediately sparked a ton of speculation and concern across the fan base and media. Was there something behind the scenes? Were contract talks stalling? The buzz grew quickly, but the official word from the team and insiders was that nothing unusual was happening. Parsons was still with the team, just not at practice, and Jones was simply not available that day. Still, it's hard to ignore how unusual that situation felt compared to the usual full-throttle camp atmosphere. Parsons' importance to the Cowboys' defense cannot be overstated, and any sign of potential conflict or tension sends waves of uncertainty through the organization and his followers. If Parsons were to step away for real, that would open the door to some serious complications, possibly even the team considering voiding his contract if he missed enough time, which would be a worst-case scenario for both sides. Thankfully, those rumors seem premature at this stage, but it definitely adds a layer of drama to an already complicated camp experience. Shifting gears a bit, it's worth noting the small silver linings, like Joe Milton's performance during practices. He's been showing off some impressive arm strength and making plays that give fans a glimpse of hope for the quarterback depth behind Dak Prescott. While he's mainly been working against second or third string defenders, the throws and timing have been encouraging. The preseason is the perfect time for players like Milton to shine and prove they can handle pressure when it matters. His availability and health, especially after some thumb concerns, bode well for the Cowboys' quarterback situation going forward. Preseason games will be a crucial testing ground for him and other young players looking to break through the depth chart. With all these ups and downs, the Cowboys are certainly dealing with a roller coaster of emotions and challenges in training camp. Every injury absence and unexpected development forces the coaching staff to adapt quickly and in-game plans. It also puts a spotlight on the importance of roster flexibility and the readiness of backup players to step up when called upon. As we watch this team navigate the final stretch before the season opener, the question on everyone's mind is how well they can overcome these hurdles and still come out strong. The talent is undeniable, but football is as much about endurance and health as it is about skill. This camp is shaping up to be a real test of a Cowboys' resilience and depth, and how they manage or could define their entire season. The ongoing injury saga for the Dallas Cowboys continues to cast a shadow over their preparation, making each practice session a careful balancing act between pushing the limits and protecting the players as well. Being is a delicate dance that coaches and medical staff must navigate, especially when key contributors are battling through nagging issues or sitting out altogether. The ripple effects of these setbacks extend far beyond the physical absence of players. They influence game planning, chemistry, and even the mental fortitude of the team as a whole. For example, the running back situation remains precarious with Miles Sanders still sidelined, and the reliability of Jaden Blue hanging in the balance after his recent ankle injury. These uncertainties create a pressure cooker environment where the remaining backs have to shoulder heavier workloads, which in turn raises the risk of further injuries. Deuce Vaughn's limited participation in drills adds yet another question mark, leaving the coaching staff to constantly adjust and prepare for multiple scenarios, none of which offer a guaranteed solution. The backfield depth, once thought to be a solid point, now feels like an area of vulnerability that could be exploited early in the season if these injuries persist or worsen. The tight end position has similarly been riddled with challenges as Princeton fans' injury sidelines him, leaving others to fill the gap under less than ideal circumstances. Hunter Licky stepping in for reps is a testament to the team's resilience, but his fumble during practice highlights how tough it is to replace seasoned players seamlessly. Meanwhile, Jake Ferguson's back injury adds a layer of concern about whether the offense can maintain its usual rhythm, especially in crucial red zone situations. These moments are critical for a team that relies heavily on timing and execution, and the loss or limitation of players in these roles can disrupt the flow and efficiency that coaches have worked hard to develop. Tight ends often play a pivotal role in both blocking schemes and passing options, so any setback here reverberates across multiple facets of the offense. The Cowboys coaching staff is undoubtedly tasked with finding creative ways to maximize the effectiveness of the players who remain healthy, ensuring that the offensive system does not lose its sharpness despite the obstacles. Defensively, the Cowboys face their own set of hurdles as injuries chip away at the lineup. The absence of key defenders, even for short stretches, forces backups to step up quickly, often without the luxury of gradual integration. This can lead to communication breakdowns and missed assignments, which are especially costly in today's fast-paced, high-scoring league. The spotlight on Micah Parsons and his unusual absence from practice alongside Jerry Jones only adds intrigue and uncertainty to the defensive outlook. Parsons has been a cornerstone of Dallas's defensive identity, and any disruption to his participation naturally raises alarm bells. The official explanations of routine absences do little to quell the swirling speculation with fans and analysts eager to decipher what the lack of Parsons on the field might mean for team morale and performance. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The Dallas Cowboys appear to be in the midst of a brewing internal crisis that is beginning to ripple through the NFL community, sparking rumors and speculation about the future of some key players. According to sources close to the team, Schottenheimer was overheard saying, "He doesn't play with me anymore," a statement that has sent shock waves across Cowboys fans and analysts alike. This declaration hints at a possible rift between coach and player, raising questions about team dynamics, leadership, and how internal conflicts might impact the Cowboys' performance this season. While no official statements have been made, the murmur suggests that tensions have been simmering beneath the surface for some time. With this incident acting as a breaking point, The atmosphere around the team, usually marked by resilience and camaraderie, now seems charged with uncertainty. Observers are keen to understand what triggered such a public display of frustration, and what consequences this might have for the roster. As the Cowboys gear up for crucial upcoming games, the underlying causes remain speculative, but insiders hint at disagreements over playtime, attitude, or commitment, adding fuel to an already intense spotlight on Dallas. Rumors have started swirling that this clash between Brian Schottenheimer and Jake Ferguson might not just be a momentary flare-up, but could signal deeper fractures within the Cowboys' locker room. Speculation is rife about how this dispute could influence not only Ferguson's role, but also the cohesion among the offensive unit. Analysts and fans alike are debating whether this is a tactical fallout or a personal issue that has spilled into the public domain. Some insiders whisper about ongoing tensions that have allegedly been ignored by management, allowing frustrations to build over time. This situation has placed both Schottenheimer and Ferguson under immense pressure, as the coach's reputed impatience and the players' perceived response are now under intense scrutiny. The Cowboys have long been a team where discipline and unity are prioritized, but this apparent breakdown challenges that narrative. Industry experts speculate that such a public declaration by the coach might be a calculated move to assert authority or a desperate attempt to regain control in a season filled with ups and downs. Meanwhile, fans are left to ponder what this could mean for the team's strategy and morale moving forward. The question remains whether this conflict will escalate, or if cooler heads will prevail to restore harmony. In light of this unfolding drama, the Dallas Cowboys front office is reportedly monitoring the situation with heightened concern, understanding the delicate balance between supporting their coaching staff and maintaining player morale. The decision makers are likely weighing the potential fallout of this dispute on team chemistry and the broader implications for the franchise's reputation. It is widely speculated that behind-the-scenes meetings have taken place, with executives urging both Schottenheimer and Ferguson to resolve their differences quickly. The tension could be symptomatic of larger challenges within the team's culture or coaching approach, especially as the Cowboys strive to meet the high expectations of fans and stakeholders alike. Some insiders speculate that the front office might consider intervention strategies ranging from mediation sessions to adjustments in the coaching roster or player usage to diffuse the situation. The potential repercussions of such internal strife are significant, given the high stakes of the NFL season and the Cowboys' aspiration for playoff contention. This rumor mill has ignited debates about leadership style, player management, and whether Schottenheimer's approach aligns with the team's long-term vision. The evolving narrative raises doubts and anticipation about possible roster moves or coaching changes on the horizon, adding to the intrigue. There are whispers that this rift might affect the Dallas Cowboys' game day decisions and overall offensive schemes, as tensions between the coach and tight end could disrupt critical in-game communication and execution. Analysts suggest that Jake Ferguson, a player known for his versatility and promising potential, could see reduced playing time or altered responsibilities if the fallout continues. This speculation is feeding a broader conversation about how interpersonal conflicts within high-pressure environments like the NFL impact performance and outcomes. Some sources hint that Schottenheimer's frustration may stem from more than just a single incident, perhaps tied to ongoing concerns about Ferguson's role in key plays or his adaptation to the coach's system. Such a schism can have ripple effects beyond the individual, potentially influencing the confidence and performance of the offensive line and quarterback. The possibility of a tactical reshuffle or lineup adjustments is now a hot topic among commentators and fans who watch closely for any signs of strain during games. As the Cowboys navigate this turbulent period, the question remains whether the team's leadership can successfully manage this conflict without compromising competitive edge or locker room unity. Meanwhile, the broader NFL community watches the Dallas Cowboys' internal situation with a mix of curiosity and concern, as such rumors often hint at deeper challenges that can define a team season. The possibility that Brian Schottenheimer's patience has run out on Jake Ferguson fuels discussions about coaching effectiveness and player accountability in professional sports. Observers are intrigued by how this dispute may serve as a case study for managing conflicts in elite teams, balancing authority with empathy and maintaining focus amid distractions. Some speculate that this could inspire other teams to examine their own internal dynamics while others wonder if the Cowboys might become cautionary tale or conversely a story of redemption. Fans eagerly await official statements or developments that could clarify the situation, while media outlets continue to probe for more details. This ongoing saga underscores the fragile nature of team chemistry and the high stakes involved. When leadership and talent clash publicly, the rumors continue to build anticipation and debate, suggesting that what happens next in Dallas could have ripple effects not only for the team, but for NFL coaching and management philosophies at large. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next.